So my home city, Sheffield, always will be number one, but after Sheffield it has to be Worksop. It's a short hop across the border from South Yorkshire to Worksop from where I live. So with the top end, you can see the new refurbished store up there. I have to just turn the light down a little bit because some of the street lights affect the Christmas lights, but we'll have a tour from the top end. So this is a town hall just here. Got the modern cinema. This used to be the market area, but the market's now down the high street. So it's Friday night. I'm trying to work out, it's about 7 or 8 o'clock. A bit noisy. Now, I thought I would look at the nightlife as well as the actual Christmas lights. See if there's any nightlife left in Worksop. Just up there was a chip in. It used to be a fantastic night out on a Thursday in Worksop. If I wasn't going down Sheffield, I'd be down Worksop on a Thursday night. So I'll be surprised what the nightlife's like in Worksop nowadays. I thought it died off, but it is near Christmas, it is Friday night, and it sounded a bit rowdy than what I was expecting. But one thing, I think the shops are far better decorated than in Sheffield for a Christmas feel. They put more effort into it. So just down here we had the French Home pub. That's shut down, that's more flats down there. Got the Lion pub here. We're walking down Bridge Street. I think it was pedestrianised about 1984-85, which pretty much started the destruction of Worksop. But it is still a fantastic town centre, some fantastic buildings in Worksop. But Thursday night were always the main night in Worksop back in the 80s anyway. Frog and Nightgown, if anybody remembers those days. And I've just noticed a new bar just here called Amore. I didn't even know it existed if you don't see it in the daytime, so that's a cocktail bar. Just up here was another Sheffield pub, Worksop pub, which is shut down. I think that's the Swan up there. You can see the Amore. We didn't have bouncers on the doors when we used to come out. But this top end of Worksop now is absolutely dead from shopping point of view, which is a shame. But I reckon the lights are better than in Sheffield, to be honest. Sheffield's own Christmas lights used to be absolutely fantastic. And they're not anymore. Somebody mentioned popping down Sheffield at night and filming the markets at night with the Christmas decorations, but to be honest with you, I don't think they're as good as Worksop. And you know, when you remember how fantastic Sheffield used to be for lights, it's never going to be the same in Sheffield. So Unicorn looks quite buzzing at the moment as well. Used to be a great night out in there on a Thursday back in the 80s. So we're now down at the crossroads. I'll show you the Queen's Head. It's not the Queen's Head anymore. That were another fantastic pub, the Queen's Head. So just down here, I think it's called Licorice Garden, which is Wetherspoons. Just because I've turned the light down a little bit because of the light effects on the illuminations, you lose a little bit of the definition on the buildings, but we'll get back down the main high street in a moment. But I just want to turn back around, show you what was the Queen's Head. Now there's a Phu Tong Vietnamese restaurant. Looks very nice inside, but it's not quite the Queen's Head. It's like your typical market town pub, which it isn't anymore. Because there's a lot. Back when I first came in Worksop, I want to really remember it. Back in '66, I was only 2 years old, but there was a cattle market. And I think that was still there till the 70s. But Worksop's lost so many pubs. It always seems a bit noisy when you've not had out to drink. Everybody else has had a bit to drink and they're shouting a bit. But so on the bottom part of the Bridge Street, quite a few more shops down here. But I don't know how many pubs Worksop's lost over the years. It's lost a tremendous amount. There used to be a nightclub down here, I think, called Dandy's. Now, I never went in Dandy's. I used to go in, I think it was Rockford's, Annabelle's or whatever, which was in the precinct. That's gone. I think that burnt down. There's quite a few of the lights not working though. Got a Greg's here. Now that was Burton's. So we're going down towards the King Edward pub down there. But in comparison to the Worksop I knew of the 80s, it's dead. Absolutely dead. Now there might be a few more pubs down here. It'd be interesting to see how they're going. But there's been quite a bit of work done on the shop fronts in Worksop, and it does look nice, especially on Ayres. Now somebody said Ayres was just a fascia on it. No, it ain't. It's the original bricks that have been took back, and it looks absolutely fantastic. If you go right up to the building, you can see the original bricks. They've channeled it out and then remortared it. So at this point, we've got the Priory Shopping Centre. This is where a nightclub used to be, but Annabelle's, Rockford's or whatever it was called. Quite decent nightclub, used to come in here about 16. Now, the council's bought it back and there's going to be a £18 million transformation of this area. I don't think it's what Worksop needs. I don't think most people in Worksop think it's what it needs either. I think councils are getting involved in things that is none of their business now. So we'll get up to the main lights coming into Worksop now. This used up to about 84, 85 before the bypass. All the cars came through the centre of Worksop. They sort of came down this road, and where you see the cars turning down, they came up it. That was like a bypass. So I think at one bit cars came up and down the centre of Worksop. It used to be buzzing on market day. So we've got the new lounge there. That looks quite decent. But I do think the shop fronts look far more like Christmas than in Sheffield. We all remember the fantastic displays we used to have in the big department stores in Sheffield. Well, even Atkinson's is poor now. But it works up for a small town. It does feel more like Christmas than it does in Sheffield. So we've got Waddington's over there, top quality store, quite expensive though. The only problem is when I turn the light down a bit, places like that are dark, you don't see them at all. So let's just go up here. So there's a bit of a pub there, I think, on the canal left. Let's have a quick look. What's that called? So that's the waterfront. So somebody just come up to me and said, "You want to see my nails on film?" But this used to be a pub here, but this is not a pub anymore. This was the old gas showrooms that was a pub. That's gone now. Crossing the old canal just here. You've seen my videos on that. But just here we got the lock side. I don't know if that's open. I thought that had been done up, the lock side. And that looks dead. So I don't know if that's a nightclub later, but it's Friday night, 7 or 8 o'clock, and it's shut. So we're looking up sort of Gateford Road up there. I'll just get across the road. So we're looking up Gateford Road there. Not a lot really going off up Gateford Road. To me, the nightlife is pretty non-existent to how I remember it. Just here, it's called Bar Chase now, and I thought it was shut down, but it's quite clear it's open. Good news. Now, we knew it was as the King's Head, so we got the Queen's Head in the middle of Worksop, and this was the King's Head, so it's now Bar Chase, and it's actually still open. That's fantastic to know. We're now on Carlton Road. I don't think we're going to see a lot up here. This is where the Frog and Nightgown was up here, and Frog and Nightgown back in the 80s was absolutely fantastic. Shut down as a pub now. It's just so many places have gone in. Worksop now. We'll just have a quick look up here, see if there's anything left. There's an old-fashioned pub just up here. trying to show you that pub. I'll turn around in a moment. So I've got another pub just there. I can't even see the name on it. I can't remember. It's not a pub I've ever been in, this one, but I'll see if I can get the name on it. So it's called The Vine, that pub. May still be a bit early on a Friday night, but I get a feeling it's not going to be that much busier. But just walking up here, I thought I'd just show you a bit of the nightlife as well as the lights. This was the Regal Cinema. That's going to be turned into flats. And just up here was the Frog and Nightgown, and I don't know what it is now, the Frog and Nightgown. You can see the old sign for it. It used to be absolutely fantastic in there back in the 80s. Sign of the times, isn't it? If we carry on up there, we're up at the station. I think it's the Mallard pub at the station. There's also the Station Hotel up there. But then we've got the Spice Grill here. So that's it. It's two for price of one. In Worksop, you've got the Christmas lights. You've got what nightlife there is left. And for somebody who comes from the 80s, very sad to see the nightlife down to these levels in Worksop. So that's over and out from Worksop in Nottinghamshire. If you can like the video, follow the channel and click on notifications for new videos in the future. I'd appreciate that. So I'm going to give you a bit of a tour of the Christmas lights in Worksop and also what nightlife's left. I didn't quite catch it on the main video, so I thought I'd do this as the intro. Here's the Licorice Gardens, Tim Weatherspoon's pub, and we'll get to the top end of Worksop where the Christmas tree is, and I'll show you the Christmas lights and the nightlife, two for the price of one.